This is the story of super insulating our shipping container home to get a final R value of around 32. Or, as Dana's dad likes to say, it's a space you could literally heat with nothing but a hairdryer. My hope is that even on the coldest winter nights, our little wood-burning stove will be able to keep us warm long after it has gone out for the night, which means I don't need to wake up at 2 a.m. to feed the fire. My primary goal for our homestead is to build structures that don't require electricity in order for them to be habitable. I'm happy to use our solar and lithium battery setup to make life more comfortable in any way possible, but I also want to design spaces that don't get too hot or too cold if that power source is no longer available. I'm working under the assumption that trees are the only form of energy we can rely on fully, since the land we have regenerates trees at a rate significantly faster than we could ever consume them, and all other forms of energy are just an added bonus to make life easier. Which brings us to the first step in the insulation process, a topic I did a complete 180-degree U-turn on.
It is a very exciting day up on the mountain. It is unseasonably warm for early February. The wood-burning stove is installed, and the humidity is right where we need it to be for today to be the day that we spray foam the bedroom container. Been waiting for a little while to get everything aligned for this moment. Done a ton of research. Hopefully it pays off. And what we need to do next is clear out all of this stuff and get rid of all the dust and everything. Tape the windows so that no spray foam gets on them, which would be a bit of a mess. 44 degrees, so we need to get this up to hopefully like 60 to 70, but that shouldn't be too hard. Only 20 degrees to go. Fire is going. Almost 60 degrees. Pretty good. So everything is prepped and ready to go in here. It's like 65 degrees, but I just realized that, I don't know if you can see, but it's snowing outside. So I guess the temperature dipped down, which is not great, but I think I'm still gonna go for it because it's warm and dry in there. And I think honestly, the most important thing is the tank temperature. And I have those being heated at Dana's parents' house up to, I think, 75, 80 degrees. So the whole operation really shouldn't take more than like 20 minutes. And all the temperatures, apart from the snow, are correct. Honestly, I don't know. I don't want to like have it not work, but it's not snowing very much and it's really warm and dry inside the container. So, yeah.
So I did a couple hundred hours of research to prepare for this endeavor, and it looks like the key to success is keeping your tanks hot and your surface dry. Obviously, it would be way better to spray foam at 70 degrees on a dry summer day. But it is possible in the winter, as long as you do a quick tack coat and you realize that your tanks won't go as far as they might under ideal conditions. Honestly, if you can hire professionals for this job, you'll get a better result for potentially less money. But our road has been almost undrivable at times this winter, and I kinda love betting on myself and learning new skills.
All right, so it's been a couple days since I spray foamed the bedroom container, and I just wanted to show you how it turned out. Haha, pretty wild. I honestly cannot believe how well it turned out. The spray foam cured almost perfectly. I would say 99% of it cured perfectly. And then there's this little area here. I don't know if you can see, it's a bit shiny. That is what it looks like when it doesn't cure, and it smells terrible. So I have to remove that. And there's one other small area over here where it also did not cure. Can you see that? So this like slight discoloration where it looks wet is in fact wet. And I don't think it will ever cure because it's like a 2-part mix. So I don't think air does anything to it. So basically I just need to scrape it all off, acetone the area, and just really, really get it clean. But Turned out really well considering I'm doing this off-grid on top of a mountain in the middle of winter in the Catskills. I feel like it's definitely not professional grade, but like for what I'm working with, I could not be happier. It's almost 2 full inches and it seems to have adhered to the ceiling really, really well. In hindsight, I probably should have put some tarp down on the floor because it's going to be annoying to scrape all that off, but I have 2 more containers, so I can get better at this. So I've been cleaning and I realized there's a couple areas where I actually didn't have as much spray foam down as I thought. Like I cleaned off this area and it's definitely not even an inch over here and over here too. So I think what I'm gonna do is actually spray 1 more canister in this shipping container because I learned a lot about how to do it as I was going, and I feel like this side was the side I did last and it's way better. And this was the side I did at first, and there's quite a few areas that are too thin. So it's a bit of a rookie mistake, but I feel like spray foam is an art and it makes sense that I wouldn't get it perfectly right the first time. So yeah, it will be way easier, and I think this final coat is actually gonna be the best one of all of them because I can use the wood burning stove to heat this place up to the correct temperature now that it is insulated. All right, let's see how we did. On the second round of spray foaming, it went way better. I think I finally figured it out. The key is that the mixture needs to be hot, like 85 degrees, 90 degrees when you start, and the container needs to be hot as well. Oh, wow, I did it. It doesn't even smell bad. The first time it smelled pretty bad because there were a couple little sections that were uncured. And this time it almost doesn't smell at all, which is just amazing because it hasn't even vented like a single day yet. We can open the window, get some fresh air in here. This is so good. The color is perfect. The consistency is good. I feel like I'm getting the hang of it. Wow, it's so much thicker than it was the first time. It's kind of crazy. It's like this one application worked better than all the other work I did, but I think it's also because once you have a spray foam base to foam on top of, it's not cold steel that you're applying the foam to, so it just expands so much better. What a good feeling. I have to say the spray foam was like just really nerve-wracking to work with because if you mess up the mixture, it just does not cure, smells bad forever, and remains toxic. But if you get it right, then it doesn't smell bad at all. And I don't see a single bad area. So when we started this shipping container build, I had a pretty clear vision of how I wanted the bedroom container to look. And after a huge 5-day push, Noah and I finished the interior walls of the bedroom container, and it is exactly how I wanted it to be. We have birch plywood on the walls, 3/4 inch. So the walls feel really strong, not like flimsy. And then we have red oak for the windowsill on this window, and on the door. And then this area down here is laid out for where the bed is gonna go, but it just turned out so beautiful. I feel like I've been wanting to live in a space that looks like this for literally years, and it's finally coming together now.